and welcome to The Update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. Victorian health authorities are absolutely scrambling at the moment to work out just how two separate families in hotel quarantine came to be infected with the exact same strain of the virus. Dr. Melanie Van Twest from the Health Department in Victoria says they don't believe that the residents breached any infection prevention or any of the control measures. They don't even think they had contact with staff.
We are looking at something that has hung around in the air, but until we know more information, we're doing further testing, including environmental testing and looking at the ventilation systems.
Gusty winds have been worsening the bushfire conditions around Perth today. Already 71 homes have been lost to the out-of-control blaze raging to the northeast of the city, but that number is expected to grow. Prime Minister Scott Morrison telling Parliament today that disaster payments have been activated for residents who have been affected.
The Disaster Recovery Allowance will provide income support payments to individuals whose income has been affected. It includes employees, small business persons and farmers.
Now, despite around 1.6 million workers still relying on JobKeeper to prop up their pay, the Reserve Bank doesn't believe its withdrawal will hurt the economy. Governor Philip Lowe spoke today, adding that the country's economic recovery is actually starting much earlier than expected. To Liberal MP Craig Kelly, who has now finally been reprimanded by the Prime Minister over his views on COVID-19 after days of resisting calls to publicly rebuke him, that is. The backbencher has now released a statement saying that he supports the medical advice. A hand waving from a car's tail light has alerted police to a kidnapping south of Sydney. The vehicle was pulled over with a woman discovered in the boot with stab wounds. Two other women have now been arrested over it. And Aussie regulators have rejected a proposal to legalise MDMA, mushrooms and other psychedelic drugs for medical reasons. The regulator believes that the risks of developing psychosis or even overdosing from those drugs is just too great. Taking a quick look at sport now, world number one Ash Barty is through to the quarterfinals of the Yarra Valley Classic, and it has been revealed that code hopper Israel Folau will earn $1 million over the next 2 seasons if the NRL approves his contract with the Dragons. In your entertainment news, well, this month's virtual Golden Globe Awards is going by coastal. Tina Fey will host from New York and Amy Poehler will do the honours from California for the February 29 ceremony. We'll get to see what Nick Jonas looks like as an older man in a new Super Bowl ad, which will air this Monday. The superstar selling the benefits of a diabetes monitoring device in the high-tech commercial. Now, Britney Spears' ex-hubby has been arrested. Jason Alexander is facing a string of charges. He's actually accused of driving under the influence as well as some drug possession. And Emma Stone has signed on for a new take on the Frankenstein tale. She's set to play an oversexed female Frankenstein in Poor Things. Now, that's the latest from the Nova Podcast news team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.